there. Well, hello there. How is everyone out in Corgi land?
Hello. Why can't I see them?
You can't see them. They can see us.
Oh.
That's the way it works, you see.
I thought they could see us.
You see, you're on a delay there.
I'm on a delay.
You're on a delay.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Sorry, everybody. Where's the camera? Sorry, everyone.
She hasn't been on one of these for a little while.
No.
So today we're talking about beginnings, which is, of course, the end song. Work that one out. So we're going to spin the record and then we're going to kind of chat about it and all that sort of stuff. So let me just find it. Here we go. It says record spin, nothing can go wrong. That's what it says.
Final last words. Are we playing it now?
Yep.
Back when we were beginners, no saints, there are no sinners, an unnamed hunger within us on this first green patch of land. As we go back to the beginning, no losing and no winning, just thankful to be living on the last green patch of land.
Oh, they're quite an enthusiastic mob tonight.
Oh, there's a lot of audience out there.
There is a lot of
There's
audience
a lot
out
of
there.
audience. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, glad I came. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, they're all over the business park. Actually, they're
Are they?
out there everywhere, and it's
Freezing.
It echoes around. They are freezing.
Freezing,
actually.
yeah, but it's good you got that big screen outside.
Yeah,
You put that out for them.
yeah. Well, at least they can see. They might be cold, but at
Yeah.
least they can see.
There's a catering van I noticed.
Yeah.
You cater for everything, the Korgis. Catering with a K.
In fact, at catering, did they bring you something? Did you get something from the catering van
Yeah,
tonight?
I did.
What did you
I
get?
got a mug.
You got a mug.
Yeah,
Oh, a
but,
Danielle Nichols mug.
Yeah,
Oh,
Danielle
I've
Nichols
got
fan mug.
a United Nations mug.
yeah, but guess what I've got in my mug? Because it's Christmas, everybody.
What have you got in your mug?
My Christmas isn't finished yet. Hurrah!
Oh!
Look at that. Happy Christmas.
Prosecco o'clock.
Prosecco o'clock. I know. I'm a cliche. I don't often do this.
I've got good old-fashioned coffee because, as you know, I hardly drink at all these days.
No.
Actually, I was at Nigel Voil's house last night.
Oh, were you?
We actually drank quite a lot.
Good for Nige. Good.
And then we walked home in the freezing cold because
Nice.
he's only up the road from us.
And then it hits you then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That alcohol
Yeah.
mist.
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh.
No, it was okay. It
Yeah?
was okay. It was good.
Good.
Good. And a lovely night. And yes, if you pick up on this night, thank you very much.
Thanks,
See you again
Nige.
soon.
You're
Yeah.
inviting me? Not. I'll remember that.
So anyway, we are talking about the song Beginnings, which of course begins with Danielle.
I know. It was a huge honour. Huge honour.
Well, yeah.
Because, it's the start of the album and then it's the end of the album.
It's the end of
start
the
of the blue, isn't it?
Yep.
And the end of the red.
End of the red.
And it was when you said, we want you to sing it, I thought that was a huge honour. So thank you. It
Oh.
was lovely. And so I like it too.
Well, everyone
which
was
is
up for
helpful.
it. Everyone was up for it.
it was very nice.
It wasn't me forcing it through. Going, go on, let us sing.
Go on, give her a
No.
moment.
James went, yeah, great, yeah, fantastic.
Well, it's a big deal because the Korgis, you're a male band, as you know, and I come along for the ride for the gigs. I'm just there as a pretty face, really. Actually, I come for
There's too much testosterone in the Korgis.
far too much. But in all seriousness, to start a Korgi album with a female is quite an interesting thing to do, isn't it? It's
that's
not
why,
expected.
That's why we thought it would be a good idea. Expect the unexpected.
So maybe I should return the favour on my next album. I'm going to start
Yeah.
with a Korgi.
Yeah, that's
Which
it.
one?
That's what we'll do.
Which one do you think I should start with? Al, James, John? Maybe I should fit them in intermittently. I don't know. Give them a chance, isn't it?
And of course, we've been rehearsing this song, haven't we? Because we're going to do it on my gig at Chapel Arts.
We are.
In fact, we're going to do the whole of the Red, the end of the Red album. We're going to do Sticky Note for the End of the World, and we're going to do this and run them into each other. And actually, I had an idea for the very end of this, where it goes round and round and round at the end. I thought we would all do solos. So Nigel Hart will do a solo, Sean will do a solo.
Oh, I love
We
that.
go round and round, so it should be quite a big finish. It should be a good. It should be a good night.
That'll be amazing. It's gonna be a good night. And playing it, just playing it now, driving here in the car. It's just with all the instruments and stuff. It's gonna sound amazing.
Yeah, I know, because as well, because we've got Sean on sax, there's a load of things that I've been writing for him that are extra lines that have gone in, that I'm thinking, oh yeah, because we're doing Someday Charlie Someday, but with sax doing what some of the guitar parts we're doing instead, and that's going to sound really great.
Yeah, it's gonna sound amazing.
Can't wait to do it. Rehearsal on Sunday. I haven't run this by anyone yet, but I'm wondering whether to actually live stream some of the rehearsal.
Well, let us know, won't you? Because I will need to wash my hair. Because you know how I turn up.
Well, we all turn up like that.
Yeah,
don't
the
it?
tramp.
It's rehearsal, isn't it?
It's rehearsal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rehearsal. So if we do that, anyway, it'll be sometime after 4 o'clock on Sunday, and we probably won't be putting up a link to it, because what I'll do is I'll actually just press go on my phone and it'll arrive on YouTube and you have to watch it live there. I don't quite know how to do that. I think you have to search for it, or you go to the Korgis channel and look for live, and it should say live now. And
Okay.
you click on that or something like that. So it's a
Right.
little bit different than we would normally do it. But I'll run it by everyone, just check that they're okay with it. But I don't think anyone's claiming benefits they're not supposed to be claiming, so I think we're all right.
Well, now let me think. Musicians. Yes. No. No. I don't think so.
No.
No.
But it should be quite a roller coaster of rehearsal, because we won't be doing the songs many times. We might do each one twice or something like that. Just straighten out a couple of things here and there, and then move on to the next one. Because as opposed to the way we do the Korgis rehearsals, where we work on 3 songs or something like this, on Sunday we're going to be working on 25 songs, something like that. So because the guys are all reading the parts. I mean, obviously I'm not. You're not.
No.
Elaine isn't. No. But the other guys are just reading the parts. So
that's going to be really interesting.
yeah, it'll sound great immediately. I believe.
That's what happens when you get proper musicians in, you see. It's not like amateurs like me. I have to go and learn it in an igloo and not be disturbed. But yeah.
It's a different thing though, isn't it? Because it's a time saver in terms of rehearsals and all of that, but actually it isn't a time saver for me, because I have to write all the music.
Yeah, you do.
I have to write all the parts out. So
You
that's
do.
what I've been doing for the last week, and I've still got about 5 to go. Paul Smith came up yesterday and went, "I haven't got a part for Coffee in New York." And I went, "Oh yeah, that's because I've forgotten to write it. But now I've remembered again. So there's another one I need to write before Sunday."
And the WhatsApp group has been going bing, 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 because all of these arrangements are arriving, and I'm thinking, ha ha ha, I've had my torture. Ha ha ha, you readers. Yeah, there's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Yeah, but it should be good fun. And obviously we're doing Putin and Trump the musical, and this leads us neatly onto our kind of quiz question thingy, because the prize for the quick question is the Putin and Trump. I haven't actually stapled this together yet. Is Putin and Trump the script, which is here.
Oh wow,
That's a script.
that's a very nice
The
prize.
script of the thingy, and ends with lovely pictures at the back of us, you know.
Oh,
Us, the cast,
the cast.
the people who were there, all the info on it,
All the
all
info.
the scripts there.
That's lovely.
Yeah,
That's a nice prize.
that is a nice prize. Well, what I'm thinking of doing as a little form of almost a program or something, I was thinking of printing a load of them and giving them away at the gig. So anyone who comes to the gig gets one of these.
Yeah.
And they would all be numbered. But this is 00. This is before
The
the number.
original.
It says
The
00,
original.
the original. There will only be one of them. But I was thinking of number and all the others. So you will forever have that numbered Putin and Trump the script.
And if you're really dedicated, you see what they could do is they could have that tattooed. That would make a really nice tattoo. So think about it.
Well, yeah.
On your back, on your calf, or you could have a sleeve.
So yeah, that's the competition prize.
Fantastic.
And you're going to ask, what's the competition question next, aren't you?
I am.
And I'm going to put it up on the screen.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'll leave our mic on, but I'm going to put it up on screen. You'll see that is behind Leah's drawing, which is the end of Beginnings, which is the rebuilding of the mud huts, stretching into the whole solar system. And so, this is a tricky question, and I may have talked about this before, and I may have actually given you not quite the right answer. But anyway, it's a good one to have a guess at, and I think a couple of people would have an inkling of it, because the genesis of mud huts has been talked about quite a bit. And anyway, it says this is a 3-tier answer here. Where was Al when he wrote the chorus of Mud Huts? Okay, so the country is a must. You have to say the country. The location in the country would be good.
Right.
And the exact spot that Al was standing is an outright winner. And there is a place that I was standing, and you have the answer there on the bottom of your sheet. You have the answer of exactly when that was. And I kind of recollected it slightly wrong. But anyway, let's find out what happens. That's the question.
What if they get 2 out of 3?
Well, that's better than none out of 3.
What about
isn't it?
1 out of 3?
1 out of 3 is better than none out of 3 as well.
All right.
If
That's
lots
good.
of people get 1 out of 3, then we've got an issue. Then there's going to be a fight to the death, I think. We're just going to have to set them on each other,
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, where was Al when he wrote the chorus of Mud Huts? the country is a must. You must get the country. The location within the country would also be good. And the exact spot that Al was standing is an outright winner. Or let's just say it's like the exact location within the area within the country.
Okay, got it. Rick is just asking, Rick Loverin.
Yeah.
Cheers,
That guy
darling.
was.
Cheers, yeah, he said cheers. What's the music on the back of my sheet? I don't think it's any music, is it? 3/4 time, or is it?
Oh, on the back of your sheet. Oh, that. Yeah. Well, yeah. That is music actually.
Is it?
Yeah, 3/4 time. There's none of ours. Not one of ours. There's a Dan and Laura Curtis song.
Oh, okay.
Dan and Laura Curtis song. Because what happens is, so we're reusing old paper.
Very
A
good.
lot of these dots were written and they were only ever used once for some gig or other. So I stick them in a big pile, and whenever I need to print stuff out, I use them as scrap paper.
Very good. Very good.
Better than nothing, isn't it? It's better
Environmentally aware, we like that.
environmentally something at least. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, give us a what's the music? And Christopher Dimott is
Oh, Christopher Dimott is a pro. Christopher Dimott, Angie's son.
oh,
Really?
there we are.
Is
Good
that
on ya.
Is that you, Chris? Is it? It's got to be. Christopher Dimott is a pro. Hello, you two. I think it is. Hello, Chris. Where's your mum? What's she doing? Anyway, that's great. Hello. Somebody does listen to me when I put messages.
Yeah. So there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. This particular song, of course, it began kind of as Mud Huts, and then we did that little tune called Beginnings, and it was a kind of a little ditty, but I also had another chord sequence on it, and it was kind of weird. If I say what it is, it was originally in the key of G, but we decided to take it up one. So it originally went. But then it went da 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 boom, boom. And revolving chord sequence. And of course, if you listen to the beginning of the Blue album, you'll realise that that's the sequence that starts the first overture. That sequence is the first overture, and then it goes into Beginnings. Of course, when this comes back at the end of the Red album, we start with two verses of yours. The first verse being on the first green patch of land, and the second verse is on the last green patch of land. And you'll see from the video at the end of it that we're on this little desert island. There's nothing else. That's it. We're the last human beings alive. The Korgis are the last human beings alive
Wouldn't be a bad
on this
thing.
last little green patch of land. And then we start rebuilding our mud huts again. And then that sequence gets bigger and bigger and bigger, echoing the expansion into outer space. If Elon Musk has his way.
Well, I kind of hope he doesn't, really.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I think we've messed up one planet. We don't want to keep messing up other planets. My personal feeling. But obviously, people might disagree with me. Richard's saying those chords are very John Barry.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of John Barry in what we've been doing recently with the whole
Musical.
the whole musical. Yeah, the whole James Bond Cold War kind of thing. Yeah, there's a load of John Barry in it. But yeah, maybe it's a subconscious thing.
It's not a bad thing, is it?
Not at all.
And we've had one guess at an answer from Rick Loverin. I'm not commenting because I don't know.
And Paul G saying, if you could show us the set list, that would be very interesting. Yeah, actually, I do have it on my list to show you a set list. It's still slightly being tweaked because we have one rehearsal this Sunday and then we have another one about 4 days before the gig. So we may well just tweak a few things around or add an extra one in or pull one out or something like that. So it's not quite set in stone yet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we could. I'll tell you what. We'll leave it till later. But I have got a copy of a set list here, a rough set list anyway. And it'll give you an idea of what we're going to do on the gig. But I think we'll leave that until the news section, and we'll carry on with beginnings a little bit. So what we have is I have got a film of some of the musos who came in and recorded them
Nice.
during that. So that's all very nice.
Those very clever musos.
They are, yeah,
Very
they
clever.
are. But what is quite interesting is when you listen to it, that some of the stuff that they're individually playing is not very hard, it's quite repetitive, etc. But of course, when you put it all together, it forms this wall of sound that everyone's moving in their own different directions. Anyway, here we are. I think we start with John Mainwaring on the trumpet, and we come to Phil Jarvis, pre him breaking 5 ribs and a collarbone, but he's now recovered, or pretty much anyway. And then we've got Richard and Corrine doing violin parts at the end. So I'm going to stick you this wee video up on here, stick you up on screen and turn the mic off, I reckon. I'm here with Phil Jarvis, and he's got an instrument of pleasure in his hands.
The other hand.
Yes, yes. It is, in fact, a Cadbury's Dairy Milk Finger, courtesy of John Mainwaring, who was in earlier
John.
today. John was in, playing
Love you
loads of
dearly.
this Korgis stuff and all that going on. And, of course, nothing happens without the chocolate fingers and the Welsh cakes. I know my daughter Leah would approve, because she actually imports Welsh cakes into England.
Does she?
Well, only in small amounts. She just takes a couple
Oh,
back to Leeds with her when she goes
okay.
and plies all the Leeds people with them. That's what she does.
Oh, right. I see what you mean there.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
Gullible.
And yes, sorry, we were just talking about nothing goes on without coffee. Phil, that's yours. You can pick it up now. There we are.
Thank you.
There we are. There we are. And another successful session.
Yes.
In fact, the last session on the United Nations Red album.
Last one.
The last one for
Last
this.
one.
Yes. Oh, well, there's always another one, isn't there?
Okay.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. There we are. Always great fun working with those guys, and we always have quite a good time. Although it must be said that at the end of the violin sessions, they're all hanging.
I can imagine.
They are all really, and I think having just had an air purifier for Christmas. Because I have a few allergies, and it's like, Kerry bought me an air purifier, and it's like, it's in the vain hope that there's dust in the room somewhere and it's going to sort it out. But actually, it isn't that, it's something else. But anyway, we checked it in where I work at home, which is in Lorna's bedroom, but I've set it up as a little office. And all of a sudden, the CO2 went through the roof.
Really?
It was like, whoa, God, there's so much CO2 going on in there. And I wonder if it's that, because, of course, you breathe
out.
Yeah, you
carbon
breathe out
dioxide.
CO2.
Yeah.
And I wonder whether it sends them all to sleep at the end at the end of the session. Maybe we need to get more ventilation in there somehow.
Yeah. Oh, it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't realise that it could build up. Because there's only me, and I'm just in this little room, but this is build-up of CO2 was immense.
Well, there's so strings now, not trumpets.
Strings, because the string sessions are longer, generally. The string sessions are longer than any of them, because we would often do like 5-6 songs at once, and they take at least an hour at a time. So they'll be here for 6 or 7 hours, or they'll do about 5 hours, and then Richard will do another hour and a half when viola's down at the end of it. So
A lot of CO2.
yeah, there's a lot of CO2.
No wonder.
And as well, Richard has also gone, my hand hurts now.
Yeah.
And their ears hurt because they're playing really high notes. It's like, I can't hear anything anymore.
It's hard, isn't it?
So, yeah.
Studio work is hard because
So it's
intense.
not just it's not just the vocal torture.
No, it's every torture.
Every instrument has a torture. I don't know. We work with Paul, on drums. It's like we work through a song, sometimes for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, just working on every little bit of it, seeing if we can just pull the last little ounce of something more out of it.
It's intense because I think when you're like rehearsing either with an orchestra or a band, it's different. You do get breaks. You do walk away. You come back. You leave the room. You go to the loo, whatever. Yeah. But it's studio. You're just shut away. I was telling somebody, just a friend of mine the other day, about studio work the other day, and they said, I don't know how you can do that. I said, what do you mean? Just be shut away and just doing that and just be shut away from daylight and dark. I said, yeah, but I'm doing something I really enjoy. Yeah. That's the difference. It's not easy at times.
I think from an outside point of view, because Kerry often goes, she's saying, how can you listen to the same thing over and over and over again?
Yeah.
But you're listening for a particular thing within that, and you're fixing it. You're getting it right, and once it's right, you move on to something else. You listen to that over and over again until you get that right. I've been working with a group called the Semantics, who are on the bill with us at the El Hague Club. Yeah. And I mixed the second half of their album with Andy, the main guy, on, was it Monday, I think it was, and whatnot. And he'd got to, we were 6 hours in, we're just about done, and he just said, I can't believe you're still able to concentrate,
Yeah, I don't know how you still concentrate, because I've only got a certain time frame of concentrating.
Yeah.
But you're used to it, I guess.
I pace myself.
Yeah.
I think I try not to be too intense on anything and just be quite relaxed with everything from the start and not. The hardest thing is if you're really on a deadline, you're having to go, right, next, do the next, do that. That's harder because you then are focusing more and you're actually using more brain power doing that. Whereas if you can just kind of coast along and keep it steady, you'll keep going quite a bit.
It's judgment as well, being impaired. The more you're tired and in the night. I mean, you've heard it with me when I'm singing, haven't you? When there's a certain time in the afternoon, I'll go a bit more flat when I'm singing. And it's the same with your mind, because your mind, and then you look. We always listen to things fresh next day, and you always think of something different. You pick up on something different.
And it's tuning is the big thing. I remember Julian Tucker and I. Julian Tucker and I used to have a publishing deal in the 80s. We were doing some recording in a studio in London, and he had a CS80 synth. It was this big Yamaha polysynth. It was what Stevie Wonder used on Ebony and Ivory. And he put a load of synth parts down on this thing, and we were all going, yeah, that's great. And we listened to them all in the morning. They were all out of tune, and this is before you could tune them.
Wow.
This is before you could really tune them. Because our ears were tired. Yeah. And pitch goes. I don't know whether it's to do with hearing as well. If you're listening to music quite a lot, perhaps the top end of your hearing goes. I know it does if you drink even a small amount of alcohol, a half pint of lager or something like that, top end of your hearing will come down a little bit. So I don't know whether it's the tiredness from that which stops you being able to pitch.
Which is why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't drink before I gig, before I do a song. Unlike some members of the band. Because otherwise it does, straight away. It just affects me straight away. Oh, I have been corrupted a little bit with the Korgis, but just a little. But then they drive me to it. That's my response.
Drive to drink.
Yeah, but it does. It always and it'll affect my concentration, so I'll forget lyrics and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't drink very much before I went on, but I sometimes will have a pint of lager before I go on. and I find actually it just kind of sometimes strips away, especially before a gig, especially a Korgis gig, where I'd be doing that.
Yeah.
Fix that, put that,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
cables,
yeah.
do all of that, and sometimes it just kind of clears
Yeah, it
my
gives
head a
you
little
some
bit.
space.
Okay, the next thing is a gig. Now I've had something to drink. I can now concentrate on the gig.
I get that.
And I do that when I go home as well. But I found that zero alcohol lager does the same thing. So it must be psychosomatic or something like that.
Which is good.
Because that's what I do when I go home. I have a zero alcohol lager and I go, I feel fresh again now.
Great.
So, there we are.
Here we are. Love it. Cheers to that.
At this point, I think we would normally go onto sonar, but there's a problem. It's because Mud Huts and Beginnings were tied together, and I've actually saved off Mud Hut somewhere, and I can't lay my hands on the SD card that's on. Otherwise, I can just pull it up straight from that. But I can't lay my hands on, so I can't actually show you all of those marvelous orchestral instruments are there. So fortunately, we had that nice little film of the guys playing it.
So they're all out there now going, oh, phew, God, that's so boring when he shows us all that stuff. Give us the entertainment. I'm with you. We did have a tap dance planned instead, but Al's poo-pooed that. So we brought my dog.
Yeah,
the performing dog.
Yeah, so actually we can't see Jambo, can we? Or is he's not quite
he's down
in
by my
frame.
feet.
But Jambo is here. So this isn't just hosted by Al Steele, Danielle Nichols. It's hosted by Al Steele, Danielle Nichols, and Jambo.
Get him up.
Yeah.
Come here, baby.
Come and say hello, Jambo.
Oh, here he is. This is my boy. Can you see him? Can you see Jam?
Yeah. So you will have often seen Jambo in Danielle's videos. Sometimes sometimes Jambo joins in the conversation, doesn't he?
He does join in the conversation. I'm not sure if he's in the mood for it.
No,
today.
He doesn't look like he's in the mood, does he? He's going,
no.
no.
CO2. It's got to him already. He's off. But yeah.
Jambo's sat there going, he's going to get sonar up again in a minute, isn't he?
Yeah. I often bring him because it helps me with the emotional trauma of sessions with Al, and he gets me through it. Bless his heart.
We've had a couple more guesses.
Oh,
we've had a couple more guesses coming in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to.
Somebody's been.
I have been to all of these places. You know?
Very specific.
Yeah, you're right. I have been. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there's a few. We've got Liberia, we've got Italy, we've got Greece, Portugal. Jambo not interested in... No. Absolutely not. No. He's actually not interested in anything.
I'm a dog, not interested in other dogs.
I'll have to watch... Oh, and do you know, Rick, when I have my band practice, which is at my house, because it's all acoustic, Jambo goes upstairs. He can't bear it. It's the noise. It's too much for him these days. So, because once the Korgis, I said, just because it was a long day, and I said, I got to get back by a certain time because I got to get back to the dog, and Al said, well, just bring him to rehearsal, Dan. I went, are you kidding? He'd die at a Korgis rehearsal with the drums and him playing so loud.
Yeah.
That's it would finish him off.
And me falling over and everything.
Falling over and banging and all the terrible noises and the buzzes. Poor Jambo would have a nervous breakdown. So there we are. There. But he's a good boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's next?
We're going to reiterate the competition question.
Right.
There's been some interesting guesses there.
Okay.
Where was Al when he wrote? And I've got to say, every time I see Al now, I look and I think, is that AI?
I do too.
Oh no.
That's annoying, isn't it?
I don't know why they don't. AI should be A.I. Both capitals, shouldn't it?
A.I. Yes.
Yeah. It's an abbreviation. Isn't it?
Yes.
It's not one word.
Yes.
It's abbreviation. It should be A.I, and then they wouldn't confuse it with my name.
But you see the L, the non-capital L is always a confusion because when you're texting and stuff, could you use a 1? It's always a pain.
Oh, it is a pain. Where was Al when he wrote the chorus of Mud Huts? And now, bear in mind as well that this was a few years ago because we started the Blue album. It was released at the beginning of last year, Wasn't it? Then we say last year now. Released at the beginning of
It was last
24. But it was begun 23.
Oh.
Sorry,
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Are we still online?
Yeah, we're still getting.
Trying to turn the heater off.
Oh, I'll turn
Sorry.
that off.
Sorry.
I got it.
I was already going to bed, see, I was going to sleep, CO2.
So yeah, it was the tail end of 22. I think it wasn't far after we'd released Cool Hits. Wasn't long after we'd released Cool Hits that songs started arriving for that. So yeah, it was a good while ago. 2022, I reckon,
Right.
is when that would have been written, because it was one of the early ones. The probably the earliest one I think was Good Old Days of the Cold War. I had the chorus for Good Old Days of the Cold War, and I remember playing it to John and James when we were down doing the very first Heritage Chart show. That we went down and we did. I don't think it was the one where we did, or maybe it was Always a Sunny Day. No, I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know.
He doesn't know.
No, I think it was. It wasn't. I don't think it was Always a Sunday. It was Bringing Back the Spirit of Love. We went down and filmed Bringing Back the Spirit of Love with Mike Reed then. And a second time we went down, we did Always a Sunny Day. There's one of Joe talking to me and saying, you mime to all of my guitar parts and vocal parts perfectly. So yes, the where was Al when he wrote the chorus about how the country is a must. You've got to get the country right. Location within the country would be good. The exact spot where Al was standing is the outright winner, of course. So keep having guesses, and we will reveal who got the closest, or in fact, if anyone got it spot on.
Ingo is saying we only see the quiz question.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, that's I was leaving it up on screen, the quiz question, because it was a quiz question we were talking about before we got sidetracked as to exactly when we started it. So I'll take that back down off screen now. But yeah, that was intentional for a short amount of time, but we got sidetracked. So
Sidetrack. Easily. Easily done here. Easily done.
there was something. Oh yeah, we were talking about the Heritage Chart show, of course. And Paul Griffin and myself have entered the Heritage Chart at number 67, and we're hoping for a top 40 slot this week. But everyone has to vote. You all have to, I know a lot of people have voted, so thank you very much, but you all have to go and vote. Because it's from Putin and Trump the Musical. It's Get to the Frontier.
And we're doing that, aren't we?
We're doing that. Well, we're doing the whole thing, aren't we?
How's that one go?
If I could get to the station, I could get a train, I could... That's the one that goes, oh, it's no good.
Oh.
There's nowhere to go.
That's the one.
That snippet that's been going around in your head.
It's no good. Yes, got
Yeah.
it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You just give us snippets of the vocals, and then myself and Elaine, we have to put it together like a jigsaw.
And that's got John Barry chords as well.
Yeah, I know it. That's a good song. Well done, Paul.
Oh, it's something like that anyway.
Very
I'll
good.
have to learn it before Sunday, won't I?
Yes.
At the moment, half of these, I don't even know what key they're in, so I'm going to have to spend a couple of hours on going through them and going, oh, yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Should be good fun, though. So, Get to the Frontier. Vote for it, please. Vote for it, please. There's a fab video. I think we've shown it before, but I'm going to show it again because I've tweaked it since then. We've obviously got a new video for Beginnings, which I put up a version earlier on Facebook, but there's again a slightly newer version which has been tweaked, which is even betterer. Betterer than it was.
It's all going down.
Yeah. So that's all good.
Oh, I've lost my script. Very good. There it is.
What else? Yeah, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you the set list. Set list approximately for what we're going to do. Let me just load it up. I'll steal on friends. Set list. So up on screen. You should still be able to hear us. There we go. Some of the stuff from the new album, Thinking of You, Neverland in These Troubled Times. Some of the stuff from the Blue and Red album. We've got Coffee in New York, Sex on Saturday, Someday Charlie, Someday. And then from my very first album here, we have Driving, which is a favorite of a lot of people. There's a country song called Good Texas Leather that I like quite a lot. Funny enough, Warren Kurtz in America, who I'll come back to now because there's some news from him, who runs something called Goldmine, which is an online radio show, as well as I think it's published online as well. Just came back and said my favourite track is Long Way Down, which is one of the first songs that James and I wrote together. Never appeared on the Korgi album, but of course is on my album now. So he likes that one. We're not doing that one on the gig though.
No.
If James was there, if James was away, but if he'd been there, we probably would have done it. I would have got him on as a guest, and we would have performed it. We're gonna have Elaine doing What the World Needs Now Is Love, because there's never a bad time to do that song.
No.
We've got I Change, my friend Lucy Lawson, who is coming up to sing I Change with us, and that's the one that Joe Matera played the guitar on as well, although Joe isn't going to be with us because he's in Australia, too far to come. But that's a good one, and that is groovy as hell, that is.
It's a great song.
Gonna be that.
They're all great songs. They're all got groove.
And I reckon we'll finish the first set with Moonshine, a nice little thoughtful thing, and then we will leap into Putin and Trump the musical. There are videos for most of Putin and Trump the musical. There might be videos for all of it by the time we get there. So that'll all be really good. I think we're going to feature Danielle maybe directly after Putin and Trump the musical.
Oh, really?
Snake Charmer. Well, I'm thinking that just everyone needs a change. They're going to be fed up of me and Sean doing Putin and Trump.
Gosh. Okay.
It'll give them something to calm down after the frenzy.
Or I could do New York, New York. If they're still in the musical vibe, well, I'll give them either New York, New York or Snake Charmer, see how they feel.
Yeah. Born Under a Full Moon, of course, from the Red album. She's a Clubber, which is from my first album coming up from Down Under. We're going to do some Korgi stuff towards the end. We're going to do Cartoon World, which is lovely with sax on it as well.
Yeah, I bet.
You know, that's really good. Sticky Note for the End of the World and Beginnings. And there will be some encores as long as you want more. Of course, you might go, boo, no more. No, really, that is enough. But if you do shout for more, then there may well be encores. So there we are. I'm going to pull this back down to here. But we were talking about Danielle and Snake Charmer, weren't we?
Oh, yes.
Snake Charmer.
I didn't push this. You just said sing it. Sing it, otherwise we'll sack you. That's what you said. Sing it, otherwise I'll never see you again.
I get so much bad press, I do. It's all lies.
Yeah.
All lies.
Well, yes, again, it's an honour. It's an honour, always.
So, I know Jambo's very comfortable there now, isn't he?
He's loving his place here.
He is loving his place.
This is where he's the most comfortable on my lap.
Yeah. And I was going to suggest that we played a little bit of Snake Charmer live in the studio.
Well, we can do that. He is used to it.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, a couple of guitars would be all right.
A couple of guitars?
It's when there's bangy things.
Yeah. Like, well, I don't think you're going to be able to play a guitar with him on your knee unless you.
Oh no, I'll move him back to my gilet. He was quite happy there, really. Well, it depends. Would you like to hear it? A tinge of regret is missing. A tinge of regret, Ingo said, is missing. What's the tinge of regret? Is that a song?
Tinge of Regret. Yeah, no, we haven't. I'm not doing a Tinge of Regret. I like that song though. It's good, but off the first album. But it is a good one.
Yeah, baby. Excuse me, everybody. I'm just going to try and find a guitar. And I also need a pick. Have you got a plectrum?
I've probably got a pick. Yeah. Do you want a heavy one or a really heavy one?
I'll be like King. I'm converted.
What keys is it, Dad?
It's actually an F.
Oh, F. Okay. Okay.
Just tune up first. I think I'm okay. God, what's happened there? Don't know what happened there. Sorry, everybody. I tuned it a minute ago. Oh, it's the temperature, isn't it, of the room?
It's going up.
Yeah, it's gone from cold.
Spoiling you.
My poor guitar saying, what the hell? Also, in my house it's also freezing, so this guitar gets used to being frozen. Is that alright, Al?
That's pretty good.
Is it near enough?
Yeah, close enough.
Is it close enough for jazz, as they say? F. Fingers are going to hurt now, time played for ages. So how much are we doing?
Would you just do it until we mess it up?
Yeah, that's good, yeah. It's like one note in. Okay. Good to get the practice.
And now I'm going to play this through.
There was a time we used to know when we could come inside our homes and let the world begin to go, that we could be just with ourselves without the worry of a message or a threat to mental health. But then I hear the world has had to change, 'cause all these pings are coming through and I don't even know their names, but there is one, a special tune that makes my heart speed up immediately, because I know it's you, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la. Woo! There was a line I used to draw beneath someone not available, so seeing them no more I curse their souls. I disapprove. Tell them to get their shit together and resist such selfish moves. But then I hear that special tone, because I've saved it up for you and no one else who's on my phone. And here I go, I'm in a trance, a sleeping snake who's in a bed. Now she's coming out to dance, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Here's the middle line now.
God, give me the strength to walk away. There she goes, to tell you right to your face, you can't stay. But this snake that's so wise is hypnotized. My only hope is that you'll go, and then I'll finally see the back of you, so no one needs to know. But in my heart, I know the truth, that if I hear that tune again, that it really is no use. And it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la
Well, we did it all, didn't we?
Tell you what, I was quite impressed by that. I don't actually.
Just like we knew what we were doing.
It's like a no rehearsal.
Yeah.
Honest. Should we
Other than my
record
one
that?
wrong note, yeah.
Yeah. But
quite hard riff, though.
It is. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's meant to be like sitar sounding.
Well, when we do that on the gig, it will be sitar.
Will it?
Yeah.
Ravi Shankar's coming.
Because I
Ravi Shankar's
played
daughter.
it on my Variax, didn't I? Which has got the sitar sound.
You're going to play it?
Oh, yeah, of course I am.
God, that's very exciting.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. And the Korgis inadvertently kind of inspired me for that, didn't they? Because I used the F sharp minor. And that's not normally a chord I use.
the chords I've taught them.
I've got Korgi chords in my head all the time now, so that was why that sounded. I love it. Anyway, I hope it sounded okay. Thank you for listening.
But actually, it's not quite just an F sharp minor, is it?
Is it? What is it?
That's actually an F sharp minor 11th.
Is
it? Obviously, it would be
Yes.
that chord because we're in the wrong key. It's actually a G minor because you had a capo on, but
Oh, of course.
regular G minor is like that. But that has got two notes that are not normally in that chord.
Oh, well, that's why I liked it.
There we are.
That's why I liked it.
It's one of my favourite chords.
It's a lovely chord.
Do you know my real favourite chord? When people say, "What's your favourite chord?" and I go, "Do you know what my favourite chord is? This is my favourite chord." That's my favourite chord.
What's that? Your favourite chord in the whole world?
It's
Now we got him.
it's even difficult to say the name of that. It's in I can't even think what to call it. It's a G at ninth with a major. So it's a G major ninth with a B in the bass.
It's a lovely chord.
Yeah. So it's like a distortion of a G major 7th really, but it's got just different bass note and
it's lovely.
a little added note into it.
And I do like a major 7.
Yeah, I like a major 7th.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm a bit major.
Well, there's quite a few of our songs that are. There's quite a few of the newer Korgi songs that are major 7.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Yeah, there's
I
loads
love
of them.
them. I love them. So anyway, nobody's commented after that, so I think they've all gone home now and they've turned it off. They've thought, all right, this is okay.
Of course, we got a video for that. We're going to actually play you that video later.
The video's a great video.
But what I think we might do right now is we might actually play you the video for Get to the Frontier.
Cool.
I think we might go to the Get to the Frontier kind of thing. If I can find it, that is. So it's going to be around here somewhere because everything.
Get ready, Paul.
Everything's around here somewhere. Paul Griffin, I found you, Paul. I found you.
Thank you, Richard. Richard Nicholas said it was excellent. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you.
Get to the Frontier. So this is the newest video, and hopefully, if we do get to the top 40, they may play this video. I don't know whether we got to the top 40 this week, whether they play it this week, or they might play it the week after. So keep voting. That's all I can say. I'm going to stick this up on screen. Oh, yeah, sorry. It'll take a second. It's just downloading, but it's going to be great. Any second now, it's going to burst into life. There it is.
Oh, Sean sings this, doesn't he?
I could get a train, I could get right away from here and never come back again. But I'm hiding in a hotel room. They think I am a spy, but it really isn't true. I was just passing by. The police, I see them everywhere. I know they're on my trail. I only go out in the morning might as well go home. Yes, I'm a suspicious fellow, it's really wearing me down. My money's running out, I know I gotta get out of town. Tomorrow take a local train, a barge line to the frontier. I'll travel through the mountains, go home and never come back here. When there's nowhere to go,
In a strange town, and it seems all gone.
might as well go.
It's not good. In a strange town, and it seems all gone.
Might as well go. Never come back here. No, I'll never come back here.
There we are. Get to the frontier.
Wow, wasn't that good?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
I am holding a box here, and Danielle has not even seen what's in this box. This is a shipment from Japan.
Can they see us?
They can see us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, see that there?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I watched it the other day, and there was some technical hitches.
Yeah.
As there always would.
There's always technical
Sure,
hitches. This is what has just arrived from Japan. Ununited Nations Blue and Red,
Wow.
the Japanese editions. Just watch it, that comes off. Inside there, you'll find there's like a booklet and everything. As opposed to we use posters in there. There's a booklet. You might be able to just push it out that side or pull it out that side or whatever.
Is it? Oh my God! Look at that. Yeah, it's all in Japanese.
Some of it's in Japanese. They've got all of our liner notes on it as well.
Good gosh. Yes, look at that. Wow. It actually looks better than in Japanese.
They can't tell I'm talking dribble when it's in Japanese. And so they have the red and the blue album, and I'm glad they didn't put them in jewel cases, because I thought they originally said, oh, we're possibly going to put them in jewel cases. And then this is a bonus CD.
Oh, bonus. What's
That is a
about?
bonus CD for the people that bought both blue and red album. Does it say what the track listing is?
Yes, Matala Moon.
So Matala Moon's a single version of Matala Moon.
Featuring Marley Davidson.
Yeah.
Something about the Beatles, live with orchestra.
Yeah.
And then Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime, live with orchestra. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Very good.
lovely. I love that.
Very good. Yeah. That's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
I would imagine you can get them across here, but they're not going to be cheap because they would have to be imported across in Japanese. But everyone knows that all of the Japanese imported stuff is stupidly expensive.
It is.
I mean, if I can find it, we could perhaps play you something about the Beatles with the orchestra. Have you heard it?
Well, yes, I have. I have the live one.
Yeah, live with orchestra.
I'm pretty sure I have at some point or other, but it was ages ago. So.
Oh, well, I didn't mix it up until about a month and a half ago or something like that.
I haven't seen that.
And it's quite amazing because it's really difficult to coax the sound out of it because everything was a wing and a prayer. We had hardly any sound check or anything.
How long ago was it originally done, Al?
It was in October, so it wasn't last October. So about a year and 2 months.
Oh, so I just missed it then, did I? Because I've been here. It'd be 2 years.
Well,
this
maybe it was the
April.
year before that then.
Yeah, I don't remember you.
Maybe it was
doing
22 then.
that. It's amazing. See, that's what happens now. We start
Maybe it was
to-
22. Yeah, it was a
start
good
to
while
lose
ago.
some
Because, yeah,
weird-
Born to Win was still with us. So it was one of the last gigs we did. As I think the last gig we did with Born to Win was Chapel Arts, wasn't it? When you
Yes.
came along.
Yes.
Yeah. So it would have been the October or November
I
before
see.
that.
Okie dokie.
So I'll see if I can find it. It is amazing. Masters, Ununited Nations, singles and single songs. Oh gosh. Oh god. Well, it could be anywhere. Oh, Korkistra. Audio export. Something about the Beatles. Well, here it is. I'm gonna turn our mic off, but this is only an MP3. It isn't a video, so you can hear it, but we'll turn ourselves off.
Why did the
Yeah, there we are. Something about the Beatles.
That was pretty special, wasn't it?
That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Now that was such a small orchestra. I mean, not so small for the brass. The regular horn section I used: 2 trumpets, 2 trombones, 2 saxes, come woodwind. So sometimes I'd be playing clarinets and flutes. Sometimes I'd be playing saxes, but only 6 strings. So it's only 1 cello, 1 viola, and 4 violins.
Oh, okay.
Of which Claire Lindley was one of the violin players on there, and the other half from DLM. I'm trying to think. I can't remember his name. Cello player. Someone will tell me what his name is. And Richard, Corrine, my normal people there. I'm trying to think who played viola. We got someone who played viola, but they all did a fantastic job. Great job. No rehearsal. Really.
Amazing.
Everyone just sight reading everything.
Amazing.
So they did a fab job. I'm sure one of the questions is, when is the live orchestral album going to be out? I'm not sure we can get enough material from it. Part of the problem was that we were playing songs that we hadn't played for ages because we were playing songs that suited orchestra. That's either suited brass or suited strings. And some of them we hadn't played for ages, and we were a bit ropey. We weren't great on some of it. And I know you could fix some of it, but, I'm just not sure it was great. I think things like Don't Look Back were great. Yeah. They worked really well. And maybe we could, get an album out of it. I don't know, but I'd hate it to be maybe we'd do an EP or something like that. 6-track EP.
Yeah, an EP maybe. That would be good, yeah. Extended EP, 6 tracks.
6 tracks.
I'm a big fan of those, as you know.
Because you just done a Christmas one.
Just a Christmas one.
If anyone still hasn't had enough for Christmas, you can get Danielle's Christmas EP.
Still going down. Just remember that. Christmas is still happening. It's not finished yet.
Brian Mullen, of course it was Brian Mullen on cello. Was a cello player for
okay. Thank you.
Who was in the trio with Andy Davis. So it's Andy Davis, Claire Lindley, and Brian Mullen. So that's stuff. So that's all good. We are getting close to having to reveal the answer of the competition.
Thank you, Scott.
Question.
By the way. Scott.
Oh, is Scott here?
He liked the song. Scott McIntosh.
Yeah.
He liked it. Thank you.
Good man.
Thank you.
Man.
The answer of the question.
Hello, Martin Smith's here. Happy New Year, Martin.
Martin? Happy New Year, Martin. I don't know who you are, but I know how to pronounce your name. Martin?
Yeah, get it right.
Martin?
You get it right. So I think what we might do is we might announce. We do have a competition winner.
Oh, do we?
We do have a competition winner because we got somebody who was closest.
Okay.
And in fact, part of it is probably my fault because I'm pretty sure that at some point I actually said this, and when I researched it, I found out it was wrong. So I'm going to go back up on screen. We're going to put the quiz question back up on screen if I can get to the right place. I'm sure I can get here soon enough. Yeah, somewhere. There we are. We're back. Quiz question going back up on screen. We're going to reiterate it. Where was Al when he wrote the chorus of Mud Huts? The country is a must. The location within the country would be good. The exact spot that Al was standing is an outright winner. So there, I'm going to take it back off screen. Danielle, do you want to read them out the answer? Because it is on your sheet of paper there at the bottom.
Okay, Jambo.
Where was I?
Jambo, read out the answer. Yes. Did you get that, everybody? What Jambo actually said, because I can interpret, was Al was standing in a country called Greece, and it was near Thessaloniki, and it was on the Pella archaeological site.
Yeah. So somewhere along the way, I think I had it in my head that it was Corfu, that it was on Corfu.
Yeah.
Because the same holiday, we went to Thessalonica or Thessaloniki, which is incidentally where Peter Carey's from. His mob are all from there. Because his name isn't really Peter Carey, it's Peter Karagialanus.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And so he's from Thessaloniki. But we spent a week in Thessaloniki and then we drove across to Corfu. And in my head, it was some ruins on Corfu that we went to see. But actually, it turned out it wasn't at all. It was near Thessaloniki.
And where's Thessaloniki? It's an island, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's on the mainland, but it's opposite Corfu. So I don't know if Greece is kind of like that, and you got all the islands down there. Athens is down there. Thessaloniki is up there, and if you drive right across the country, you come to Corfu. Corfu is obviously an island. You have to take a ferry out to that, but that's exactly what we did. We drove across the whole side of Greece and went across the Corfu and then drove back again to catch the plane back. And so that's where it was. So I believe the winner, and now we've got this wrong before now, but I believe the winner was Rick Lovering.
Rick Lovering?
I believe so.
Has he done anything before?
He's done loads of things. He wins loads of things. He does.
Rick.
Can you get up and check that is Rick? Can you move your cursor up? Because I don't think I can move my cursor up.
How do I do it? Oh, like that?
On the right. Yeah, that's it.
Well, he said a ruin in Corfu, Greece.
That's the closest.
Yeah.
That's because he got Greece. Because it definitely wasn't Pompeii. It definitely wasn't Liberia. And he said it twice. So he said a ruin in Corfu, Greece. But it was like, you're in the right sort of vicinity. You're just about 3 hours away from it, that's all. That was the closest. So, Rick Lovering, you get the Putin and Trump, the musical. It's going to be stapled together, mind. It's not going to be, I'm not going to leave it loose like it is here. Number 00. 00. Don't
forget the tattoo, though, Rick.
The original Putin and Trump, the musical, the script. So there.
Congratulations. Thank you for caring.
Well done, Rick. So I think what we're going to do now is actually we're going to play. We played Snake Charmer earlier, live in the studio. I think we're going to give you the video. Should we give them the video?
It's a lovely video.
It is a lovely video.
I was in Spain. I was doing 2 jobs at the same time. I'm multitasking. Learning from Al, of course, the greatest multitasker in the world. And filmed by Ellie. Filmed by Ellie Berry, yes. Ellie Berry, who is the person who does all of the film stuff for the Heritage Chart. She does, yes. Yeah. So. And she was out there on a yoga retreat with you as well, where she was going to do yoga, wasn't she? But I think she did herself in on the first day. She did herself in on the first day. So that. She wasn't the ideal student because she's a chain smoker. Yes, and hadn't done any exercise for a long time. So it was a bit of a challenge. But thankfully, the right arm, she said, thank God it was my left arm I did, and not my right arm, because that's my camera arm. So thankfully, the right camera arm was still working, and she could do the music video. Oh, yeah. But anyway, it is lovely. And Ellie's done a couple of other videos, hasn't she? She's done These Words. She's done Those Words and Fall Again. Yeah. Yeah. And she's great. She's lovely. Yeah, she is. Love it a bit. So I think we're going to play it. Here we go. It's coming up on screen any second. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to turn us off.
There was a time we used to know when we could come inside our homes and let the world begin to go, that we could be just with ourselves without the worry of a message or a threat to mental health. But now the world has had to change, 'cause all these things are coming through and I don't even know their names. But there is one, a special tune that makes my heart speed up immediately, because I know it's you, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la. There was a line I used to draw beneath someone not available, so seeing them no more I could curse their souls, I disapprove. Tell them to get their shit together and resist such selfish moves. But then I hear that special tone, because I've saved it up for you and no one else who's on my phone. And here I go, I'm in a trance, a sleeping snake who's in her bed. Now she's coming out to dance and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, and it goes la 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 la, la 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 la. God, give me the strength to walk away. There she goes, to tell you right to your face, you can't stay. But this snake that's so wise is hypnotized. My only hope is that you'll go, and that I'll finally see the back of you. So no one needs to know, but in my heart I know the truth. But if I hear that tune again, then it really is no use. And it goes la 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 la, 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 la la
So we were just discussing that could become a kind of Cardiff City football chant.
Cardiff City football chant, because one of the students that was out there with me, he's Cardiff City fan football, and they're well in, and he was explaining to me, I mean, I don't know anything about football, but he was explaining that if you're in the crowd and you start something off, it can start to kind of do a Mexican wave thing. So when he heard the song, he said, that would be a great Cardiff City chant. I went,
Because it goes round and round.
goes round, la 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 la. You can imagine kind of la 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 la. I don't think
they can answer each other. couldn't they?
Yeah, they could. Wouldn't that be just amazing?
Yeah.
Anyway, whether that's going to happen, I don't know. But it's a nice idea. Who knows? What would I do then? Would I have to patent it, or would that? I don't know.
I don't think you can earn any money from a football
Oh,
chant,
there's
can
no
you?
bloody.
Charge them all.
I'll charge
when
them.
they come out of the stadium,
Yeah, charge them.
just say, I'm singing my song.
Yeah,
Quid.
And then there'd be an argument. Well, we thought of it before you. Well, we got the proof. Anyway, to answer Ingo's question, filled at home, of course it was. That's my mansion out in Andalusia. But that was all part of it, actually, because snake, I'm the snake in the song, and snakes in Chinese astrology, they're meant to love their luxury, you see. So ideally, that would be the ideal place for the snake to live.
Right.
So in that lovely
Right.
surroundings. So there was something in that. But I don't expect you to understand that, but now I've explained it. So yes, it was my home in my dreams. That's what I'm trying to say. And but I am a snake, so I'm working towards it. If I stay with the Korgis, I know that sooner or later I'm going to have my mansion in Andalusia.
Yeah.
It's just round the corner. I know it.
Yeah.
You're gonna, yeah, it's
This
gonna
time
happen
next year, Rodney.
This time next year. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you.
I have one more, a little bit of news. And this is that Warren Kurtz, who runs Goldmine in America, has just released a chart, and Ununited Nations Blue and Red is at number 10.
Amazing.
And US Album of the Year.
Amazing.
And Someday Charlie Someday is number 9 Single of the Year, which is amazing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
America, here we come.
Yeah. that's
Come
brilliant.
on.
I'm actually doing an interview with Warren on Monday for the Alienated Nation stuff. So we're doing that. So I'll obviously put up a link for that. But also probably tonight I'll put up a link. We just had so much news going on the last couple of days that I didn't want his to get lost. So I'm actually going to put up a link for his stuff probably tonight when it goes in. And you can all have a little look and go, oh my God, it really is. Oh gosh. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Well
Yeah.
done. Well done. Well done, you.
Well done. Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone.
It was a group effort.
It was. Yes.
So I think that possibly is about it. Other than obviously we need to play out with the new video. Video was. I had this idea from the video for a long time. I think before we'd even, maybe when we were just doing mud huts or something, I just had this idea of building our mud huts, and as you zoom away from the Earth, the buildings are just getting bigger, and then it was like, oh yeah, and there's ladders going out to other planets and all that sort of stuff. And so I talked to Leah about it ages ago, and I said at some point I need a drawing or something like that, but I hadn't quite got my hand around how it was going to be, because I wanted it to look like it was hand drawn. I wanted it to look like it was being drawn as it went.
Yeah.
And eventually then I found a program. In fact, I bought 2 programs. I bought one that didn't work at all because it didn't do what it said on the tin. And then I had to rent the more expensive version called Doodly. And basically you upload a picture, and it can be a colored picture, it can be a line drawing, it can be whatever you want it to be. And you then tell it what order to draw it in. So you have to kind of trace around the things. It's just with dots. You don't have to be very precise. And it will hand draw the whole thing for you. So that's what you'll see as this video goes on.
It's clever, isn't it?
And it starts the way that that Beginnings on the Blue album started, except that zoomed in on the planet and zoomed in and saw us, the first inhabitants of Earth, on some desert island somewhere in the middle of the Pacific. Well, that's where this one starts, and it zooms out. And so, yeah, that's where it goes. There's a whole cyclic adventure between the Red and the Blue album. It's all good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we're going to play that now.
Well, yeah, but we're going to say goodbye. We're going to leave you with this one. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Danielle Nichols, for joining us, because it's rare that we get you, because you're normally busy on Thursdays
Normally
now.
busy on, yes. Have
So
to
I
do
thought I
stuff
would
on
grab you
Thursdays.
in your one tiny moment off.
My little moment, this is my holiday. That's why I was driven to drink, because I'm still on holiday, you see. But thank you for having me, Al Steele, and thank you for zooming in. People zooming in. Because I used to zoom in. I don't YouTube, I zoom. Anyway, wishing you all a great new year. And
Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. It'd be great to see you at the gigs if you're going to be there, and when you're going to be there. And thank you for all your support, and let's see this lovely vid.
Let's see it, and see you soon. See you next week. It'll be start of Alienated Nations next week. We'll start having a little look at that stuff.
Ooh.
Why not? Let's carry on, shall
Ooh,
we? Here we go.
and it's bye from Jambo.
Back when we were beginners, no saints, there are no sinners, an unnamed hunger within us on this first green patch of land. As we go back to the beginning, no losing